So we've got an amazing scoop here. I've got Mr. Phil Oakey.
Hi, folks.
So now Phil is being subject to the three big questions.
Right. Okay.
The question number one,
Yeah.
we're going to go back into the past.
Yeah.
And it's a question about the past. What from the past has been like a really significant thing that maybe set you off in your career? It could be gear related, it could also be an album that came out, something that was a kind of significant influence in your early days.
Well, I would guess the biggest influence in the early days was the Korg 700S, that we had seen Tomorrow's World and all that sort of stuff, and seen Keith Emerson with his Moogs and things that we couldn't possibly afford. And finally, in a shop window, we saw a 700S. The two guys I was working with had programming jobs and couldn't drive, which I think was significant. They didn't buy a car, they bought a synthesizer, and then it made really great sounds. I still love it. I bought a 770 because that was even cheaper than a 700S, but that was a big thing for me.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so I mean, that's and actually still sounds great to this.
Really does.
Really great
Yeah.
sound. So our middle question then is the present day.
Okay.
What is currently your kind of favourite thing, or maybe like, you know, what you're up to at the moment, maybe that's tickling your ivories? Or
I'm at the moment I'm sort of interested in hardware sequencers. There's the IntelliGel Europa, I think, which was based on an RYK along with one of the best things that we ever ran into was the ARP sequencer, which was just amazing that it had 16 steps, but you could spend days thoroughly enjoying it. IntelliGel brought out the Europa. It's way more interesting in that you can multiply up the steps. It's got 8 places, but then each one can have 1 to 8 steps, for instance.
Okay.
The random seems to be more interesting. It's not just a random of everything, it seems to be random of those lumps that you have programmed. And I'm very interested in that. So it's actually digital, but I'm quite happy with digital control of normal oscillators.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so our third question then relates to the future.
Right.
And specifically, you know, is there anything that you're looking to maybe get or looking to do that you haven't done so far?
Oh, the future for me, more going back to hardware-based sort of stuff that I've got tired of 4/4. I've got more interested in some wider range of music, but I'm also interested in more mechanical processes of doing things. Again, any new hardware sequencer. I'm interested in some of the new digitally controlled oscillators. There's the Verbos harmonic oscillator, which is really interesting to have an oscillator and then an LFO that will jump between the harmonics. It's like even before you've started, it's more musical than most of my life, really. And that's it. Maybe digital control of analog stuff.
Yeah, excellent, amazing answer. Thank you so much, Phil. What a pleasure, absolute treat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.